Hey guys, Bankruptjojo. I went to game day. I went 3-1-1, or no, 2-1-1, sorry. Like I suspected, it was icing outside and very low attendance. I think we only had 10 people. So, easy to get a pain seer. My first match was, I played my Esper control deck. I wanted to play the deck I was playing actually at F&M, which was this deck, Esper midrange. But I only played it once. I wasn't very familiar with it. I think, I wanted to win the playmat if possible and play something I was familiar with, so I went back to Esper Control. But I think I'm going to be playing this for a while. Just looks fun. Something different. And see how it does. I need some Obsidats. I don't have any Obsidats actually, so need those. But anyways, the first game I played was against the green-red monsters. I got him easily in the first game. The second game he got me. I don't remember exactly what happened. The third game, he was kind of, starting to stabilize, but he had a Xenagos in play and active, or not active, just in play. And I was deciding whether I should Detention Sphere the Xenagos or play an Aetherling. And I decided to play the Aetherling. I did not think about Mistcutter Hydra. So he had quite a bit of mana available. I was at 12 or 11 or 12 life, so I thought I was pretty decent. But he played a Mistcutter Hydra for 6, and then Xenagos' trigger attack for 12, and my Aetherling couldn't block because he's protection from blue. So the one thing I didn't think to play around, game day's at like noon, and I'm not a morning person. I only got like 4 hours, maybe 3 hours sleep the night before, so we'll just blame it on all my misplays today on sleep. But my second matchup was against the I think it was the green-white player, and he was playing a card that I have never seen played. I don't think I've ever seen it before. It was some kind of an enchantment. I think an enchant permanent, or enchant non-land permanent must have said, or something like that. And during its controller's upkeep, they have to pay its mana cost or sacrifice it. I think it was from Ravnica, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. So I had been paying the upkeep on my Detention Sphere for a while. Finally, I think I decided not to and just let it unresolved so I could do a Sphinx Revelation and just kill this creature afterwards. But we had gone 1-1, so we were tied in game 3, and he had put one of those on my Elspeth actually. And I had somehow stabilized at this point, and we were going to time, so we were just going as fast as we could. Because before we started game 3, it was like 10 minutes until the time was up. So we shuffled real quick, dealt our hands. He was actually beating me down pretty good. I finally started to stabilize and got an Elspeth down. He placed that enchantment on the Elspeth, so I had to pay 6 mana every turn, but he had nothing in his hand. So right when we went to turns, I think is what it was, or right before we went to turns, I accidentally untapped and drew before I decided to pay the upkeep cost on the Elspeth. So completely screwed me over. I think Elspeth would have got there in time. As it was, it didn't look too terrible. I had a Sphinx, so I Sphinxed for like 3 and played a Blood Baron, and I still had 3 soldier tokens, but he was up to like 25. So I think I was like 3 points of damage off. But if I would have paid the upkeep for the Elspeth and kept attacking, Elspeth would have done it on her own. So I should have been 1-1 at that point. Instead, we were tied. Well, I should have been 1 win, 1 loss. Instead, it was 1 tie, 1 loss. So for game 3, I played another green-white deck. This one wasn't quite like the other one. The other one, was playing some cards I hadn't seen before. This was more of a typical one with just everything you'd expect. Experiment 1, Fleece Mane, Voice of Resurgence. The other deck had some of the good cards, Fleece Mane, Voice of Resurgence, but wasn't playing like that enchantment that I was talking about. So I took care of him actually pretty handily in 2. The fourth game was against the Burn deck. Just Boros Charms, Spark Troopers. I think those might have been in the sideboard actually, because I didn't see those till game 2. And then he had that new guy from Born of the Gods where, what is it, you burn an opponent, you can burn a creature, or if you burn a creature, you can burn an opponent, or something like that. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I got him in 2. I think he had me down to like 3 life, which is just terrifying against Burn, but I can't remember if a Blood Baron got me life or a Sphinx. Something got me some life, and yeah, just took over from there. So I went 2-1-1 again. I should have went. If I would have won the first game, I think I would. It would have turned out that I would have been playing against the guy who won in my fourth game. So I could have potentially won it if I would have just not tied that second game, which I should have won. And potentially I should have won the first round too if I would have just de-sphered that Xenagos, because I tapped out to play the Aetherling. If I would have de-sphered the Xenagos, played Then next turn he would have played a Mistcutter for 6, attacked me for 6. I think I would have been down to 5. Then I believe I had a Doomblade or a Hero's Downfall for the Mistcutter. Assuming he didn't draw anything good, I would have been good to, you know, at least try. But anyways, I came in, I believe it was 4th or 5th and won 2 packs. Might have been 5th, I can't remember. Of course, got the Kiora Follower, the promo, which is pretty sweet. No playmat, but I did get the Painseer, so that is pretty sweet. And I think I'm going to hang on to this for a while. Not a great card, but I see this going up in value over time. So I'll be hanging on to both of those. But 2 more of the Gods packs. Let's see if we get anything for all our hard work and losing all that sleep. Black Oath Odus, something Ferris Band Raiders, Everflame Eidolon, it's green. I don't think there's anything good in green. Hunter's Prowess, how much you want to bet? Oh, Faded Intervention, okay. That's the other choice. Another Kiora would be nice. I actually made a trade, I think I was in my F&M video though. I traded 2 Kioras on a Jace for a Lily. Pack Fresh Lily. Thunderous Might, Reap What Is Sown, Lightning Volley, and Faded Infatuation. And a Foil Fellhide Brawler. How'd your guys' game days go? It's pretty sweet. Free one. What was the last one? Free one last game day? I don't even remember. I believe the Night Howler was the top 8. I don't remember what the free one was though. But pretty sweet. Thanks for watching, guys.